Welcome back, folks. Ben the Hacker's back. And you know what I got for you today? You fucking guessed it. Another unbelievably shitty Super Mario World hack. And mind you, I worked hard to find this. You see, the hacks you'll find on SMW Central are all hacks that have been accepted, which means that no matter how bad they may be, there's always a certain minimum to their shittiness. What I found today came from a little-known forum on the site that covers mods' reviews of rejected hacks and the reasons for which the hacks were deleted. That's right, all of the hacks there were so bad that they weren't even accepted. And on those threads, the mods conveniently put a link to an IPS download. What you're about to see is a hack that was so horrible it was rejected, and most likely it's never going to be accepted. Mario Afternoon World. Not Mario's Afternoon World like you might think. Mario Afternoon World. The title screen is the most pointless one I think I've ever seen. Even Mario's Cool Mission had an alright one. I mean, it was barely changed, but it was still alright. But just look at this. Mario's trapped in a tiny cage like some pitiful, tortured animal. And take a look at who created it. Dev666. That's the number of the beast. Dev means developer, but it's also the first three letters of devil. I guess that means the devil was the developer. And look at that orange background, it's like the fires of hell. And also, 13 is an unlucky number. Anyway, let's play this satanic shit. Is coming to late. Please, Mario, defeat the boss. Okay, so you gotta defeat some boss. Oh wait, pardon me, not some boss. The boss. Like a mob boss or a corporate boss? Your guess is as good as mine. So you're going out to beat the boss. Looks like there's just one level you can access from the beginning. This oddly calming music is playing on the overworld, but then when you start playing the game, it switches to this hardcore Japanese prog rock. Don't know how else to describe it. You got these Koopas that are throwing Dorito bags at you. Or maybe they're bags of Play-Doh. I don't know. Every flavor does something different. There's some that explode, some that make fireballs shoot out of the ground, some that spawn monsters. Even when the Dorito throwers die, they leave behind another exploding bag of Doritos to make your life even more miserable. I never thought snack food could be so dangerous. Well, I'm sure as hell never eating Doritos again. Come on, dodge the Doritos, dodge the Doritos. Yeah, got one! Quick run! Wait, no. Wait a second. That Dorito bag gave me a mushroom. So some of the bags are good. Oh, this is the only mushroom I've seen so far. That brings me to my next point. This level's completely devoid of power-ups. Considering how long it is and how many ways there are for you to die, this is just borderline unfair. Unless you're lucky enough to get hit by one of those good Dorito bags, you're stuck at Small Mario. One hit and you're dead. These flying Koopa jumps are complete bullshit. You only get one chance to make it through. You have to time it just right and jump when the first Koopa's in exactly the right position. Otherwise, the next Koopas will spawn too high up for you to jump on them. And even if you can manage to save yourself once this happens, you'll be stuck because the Koopas don't respawn. You're just forced to die. Come on, come on. Nuts! And what's the deal with these yellow Koopas? They've got wings, but they can't fly. I guess they're like ostriches or something. I gotta admire this game for deliberately having no development of its storyline whatsoever. The only thing at all that adds anything to the story is a pointless message box. Go home, Mario! Ha ha ha! Also, parts of this guy's levels are just so bad they're laughable. Lots of parts of them are just obviously copied over from another part of the game. Like these two segments. There's almost no way to tell them apart, but they're actually two different parts of the game. Thought we wouldn't notice, did ya? And another thing, the timer. Just look at it. It has letters in it, which means it's possible for the timer to say A55. See that? That's what I think describes this game perfectly. This giant disco shell's another thing that's annoying as hell in this game. It shakes the ground and stuns you every time it hits anything. Anything. And if you're in the way of that shell when you get frozen, you're fucked. Trying to run from the shell's no use. You'll just get stunned and then the thing steamrolls you. The only way to beat the level is to jump on the shell and sort of ride it through the level. You'll actually rack up a lot of 1-ups this way, which I guess is good, but still, this part's jacked up. So you get to a cave segment eventually, and it looks like they took the original cave background and tried to edit it. I guess they get points for not using that overused to death original background. But still, could they have made this look any more monotonous? It's just a boring, endless row of tall, phallic stick things. They look like a bunch of dildos sticking up into the sky. They even have little white flashes above them like the jizz shooting out. The bats and the munchers are sons of bitches, but combined they're mother bitches. You have to do a normal jump to jump high enough over the bat. But then the muncher jumps up and nips your feet like the little bastard he is, and bam, you're dead. Also, there's barely any room to land on a lot of these platforms. One wrong move and you crash into something deadly. It's not impossible, but it just gets on your nerves. The rest of this long-ass level is just a bunch of random segments, each one of them having nothing to do with the last. There's a beach, a weird wooden segment, Las Vegas. The list just goes on and on. You'll actually start seeing mushrooms in these later parts of the level, and I guess that's a good thing. You'll definitely need them more, because the creator practically spammed these overpowered flying Koopas with scarves. I'm not kidding around when I say overpowered. Every color of them has at least 4 or 5 attacks, and since there's so many, you can't dodge one attack without dying from another. It's impossible to dodge that many of them. I can't make it through this part without getting hurt. There are just too many things coming at you at the same time. So if you can make it through all that alive, you get to the last little segment before the boss. It's this, really, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a wooden cave. Now the only enemies are these walking turds that spit grape Kool-Aid at you. Then there's the last room. It looks like there's nothing in there but you and the door, but if you jump around in there, you'll eventually hit an invisible message box. Was it meant to be hidden? Or is this some graphical glitch? I really can't say. But for how hard it is to hit it, or just to find the thing in the first place, hell, I only found it there by accident. It really just doesn't have anything useful to say. All it tells you is that now it's time to beat the boss, which most of us could already tell by the big red boss door. If this is a glitch, I would say it should be fixed, but really it makes no difference. It's not like that message is going to be useful to anybody. Turns out the boss is just one of those overdone as hell giant Koopas. But for what it's worth, this one's harder than most of the others I've seen before. It took me a while to figure out just how to hurt it. Apparently you have to jump on its head, and then it'll start spinning upside down. Then you have to do a spin jump on it while the shell's upside down. You have to do a spin jump, a normal jump won't work, and then it'll get hurt and the process is repeated. But of course it gets faster and faster every time, so every time it's a little bit harder to get that hit in. I really don't understand this battle at all. The spin jump thing took me forever to figure out. In fact, I kept wanting to try a lot of different things before I even thought of that. I thought I might need a cape or a fire flower, so I had to replay the game twice just so I could get there with a power-up. But none of that worked. I think I found out about the spin jump thing just by accident. You see, it's not something most people just instantly think of. If you're going to have a message box by the boss door, that's what it should say. You must use your spin jump to beat the boss. If you don't tell people, they won't always necessarily figure stuff out. It's not like that makes it a challenge. All it does is frustrate people. All it does is make people have to replay the game twice over just to try every possible thing. And that's not good. That's terrible. This hack is terrible. So that's the hack. Mario's Afternoon World. So what are my final thoughts? Really, this hack wasn't that terribly bad. It's not something that's so horribly ruined that it's unsalvageable. If the creator just went in and fixed a lot of this stuff, it really could be an alright hack. But, you know, that is a lot of stuff. A real lot of stuff in this hack is really bad. You know, my mind's changed. This hack's hopeless. Well, that was another crap sack hack for you, and you know it wasn't the last. There's hundreds of others out there, and you know that as long as people out there are making shitty hacks, Ben the Hacker will be back to play them. That's all for now, folks. Have a good day, and if you make a hack, don't make a crap sack hack.